he brings a lot to the team. Thanks, B.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right. Uh-oh. Here we go. Hagar. I can't say enough about this young man, his work ethic. This is his third year on varsity. He's been playing varsity with us since he's been in 8th grade. He played fall league, he played spring league, he played summer league his 8th grade year before he was a 9th grader. He started about 9 games as a freshman, and I gave him the green light because he was our best shooter on that team. And he didn't have the greatest seasons that year because I think he was nervous most of the time. But I gave him the confidence and let him say, hey, when you're open, you shoot. And I think that really lit his fire that season. He was in the gym every day, literally. I mean, this kid has a basketball in his hand pretty big. He would walk around with a basketball in his hand if he could. He's probably one of the hardest working players I've ever had. He eats, sleeps, drinks basketball. But he also knows a lot of stats about other sports too. Very soft-spoken, but at the same time, on the court, he speaks with his shot. He's developed a lot more of his game over the year. He's developed a mid-range game. He's developed, just in his muscles, you can see. And, he's got some schools looking at him. And I'm just very proud of this young man and how he's developed and the leader he's become on the court. And I know I'm talking a lot because I have a lot to say about this young man. He's only a junior. And, for all you scouts out there, please, when you watch this young man's the real deal. So, RJ, what's your personal and team goals this year?
My personal goal is to shoot 90% from the free throw line, 50% from the three-point line, and to keep the turnovers at a minimum. And then the team goals, I just think we need to make the playoffs first and then go from there.
Okay. Now, if there was one player that you could be like on this team, and I'm going to name 3 guys. Tyler Searles, Nathan Guy, and let's say Sam.
I think I'd have to go with Nate.
Because Nate's sitting right there, and Nate's got money in his hand, that's why. Why Nate of all people?
I like his passing abilities, and he's like the tallest one on the team, so Outshot's a little bit taller.
Okay, and he can see you in the corner, he can see you everywhere, and he can get you the ball. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Well, RJ, like I said, I've got to see this young man grow too. From 8th grade, and now he's a junior, he's driving, and like I said, I thoroughly enjoy coaching this young man because he likes to be coached. He's just wants to be filled with knowledge, and he's going to have an exciting season, an exciting future, and I'm just glad I'm a part of it. Thanks, RJ. Oh, here comes trouble. He didn't even wear his practice shorts.
I didn't watch it.
Okay. Well, I never thought this was going to happen. I've seen it, but I wished it, but here it is. This young man came from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He played for Renton High School last year. He gave us fits. The 2 games that we played against him last year, he scored double figures, and I think he, we had a double-double both games, I think. This young man is extremely talented. He can play multiple positions on the floor, very versatile. He can play the point, he can play the 2, he can play the 3, he can play the 4, and in some systems, depending on how tall the team is, he can be the 5. Nate is an extremely great passer. He gives us a totally different dimension that we were lacking before he came. And, he's very, let's just say, he's always got something funny to say. Sometimes he's got something smart to say. I have to, put my foot in his butt sometimes when he's not, when he's kind of, coasting. But he just needs to be challenged. And he needs to be put in an environment where he can't be the best on the floor. He has to feel like, he has to be the best. And that's a great quality to have. He just transferred from Renton this year, and, I want you to tell you a little bit about yourself, Nate, and what's your personal goals and team goals for us this year?
Personal goals is to work on my dribbling before the season comes a little bit best I can from the goal, like make all my shots, finish, go up strong. In team goals, I just want to make it to state first before I move on.
Okay. Well, with Nate, he definitely gives us matchup problems for the other team because of his height and his ability. If you could be one player on this team, either Michael Dampier, Decoria Sampson, or Michael Palmer.
I think I should add one more.
Who?
Probably RJ.
RJ. Why RJ?
Because his shooting ability, I mean, if I could shoot from anywhere, it would be more effective, like pull up far, close, wherever. So probably RJ.
Okay.
Bulk up a little bit more too.
Okay. Well, this young man, he's also a hard worker. He's down at LA Fitness daily, shooting, lifting weights, playing pickup games with older men, older guys that are faster and stronger than him, and that's where you develop the other parts of your game that you don't get in practice. And so I'm looking forward to having Nate for the next 2 years, and we're going to do our best to get him somewhere after here. All right. Thanks, man. All right. Okay, I get to hear him. I'm going to make him talk. He doesn't talk very much. This is Michael Palmer. Michael, he played his freshman year. His sophomore year, he went to a different school, and now he's back. Micah has tremendous potential. He's what you call an athlete. He definitely brings another dimension to the team that we were lacking also. Defensively, I think he's going to be one of our better defensive players. He's really good in the transition game because of his effectiveness of being a scorer. And I'm not going to stop talking and let Micah do a little bit of talking because I want to hear him say a few sentences. So Micah, are you happy to be back?
Yeah.
Why are you happy to be back? What brought you back to Hazen?
Because we were a family before, but now we're more of a family now than we were before, and everybody's gelling together. Nobody's arguing or anything. We're just a better team than we were freshman year.
Yeah, Micah was on the JV that year, and he also played about 9 games, or 6 or 7 games your freshman year.
Yeah.
And his first game, he scored 9 points. And that was even though it was in a loss, you could take the energy on the floor that he brought. I think he ended up with 2 steals and 9 points that game, and I think he even got his name in the paper. And so I think that lit his fire. If you could be like one person on this team, let's say Michael Dampier, he's peeking outside the door there. Who else is out there, Michael?
DJ and Steven.
Yeah, let's get those 3 guys. Come on in here, guys. DJ or Steven, one of those 3 guys. Who would you want to be?
Probably Michael.
Oh, why Michael?
Because he always has intensity and he's always going hard in the game. He never really gives up.
Mm-hmm. He never really gives up. Yeah, that's good. Well, you know what, Micah? We missed you last year. We're glad you're here this year, and so we're gonna have you for 2 more years. And his dad's about 6'4", and so Micah's running about 5'10", but his arms are probably someone's length of 6'3". So you can just kind of tell what kind of presence he's going to have, and he's just going to get better. Well, Mike, I'm glad to have you back, my man.